Harvard-trained Marcus Steele is the managing director of Careers Limited, a blue-chip listed company partly owned by Jamaican interests as well as majority shareholders British American Tobacco, which controls about 15% of the world's tobacco market. For those who came in late, like his name suggests, this man of steel must have displayed amazing determination and character to escape a tough early life.
No, I'm from a family, a very large family, of 25 brothers and sisters. I'm the 23rd, born in Payne Avenue. And, we had to leave and, run away in 1980 to a piece of captured land in Grange Lane, near Gregor Park. So what I lived in poverty, abstract poverty, and I saw my mother struggled. My father was there, but technically wasn't there. So she was both my mother and father.
Steele overcame those early challenges, did very well at high school and at universities, including Harvard, and then landed a job at Careers.
No, I grew up in this company from being a management accountant, went through all the different positions in finance. So we developed quite a lot of commercial and business skills. And then when we had the merger of British American Tobacco in 1999, and after that I went to Costa Rica to work as the country readiness manager. And at that time we were preparing to put together the cluster of the Caribbean and Central America as one unit. So I was part of the birth of the shared service center there. And I spent about a year and a half there before I went to be the strategic planning manager for the cluster. And that's where I started to get very interested in the commercial side of the business, in the marketing side, understanding the business strategy and so forth. And I was putting that together for the Caribbean and Central America all together, working with some good guys out of Central America as well as the Caribbean. And then I returned to here as finance director at age 32. Again, and in 2007 was one of the, if not the youngest finance director at the time for Career, that I consider that a honor.
At what age were you then? How old were you when you became managing director?
I became managing director at age 39. At age 39. So 7 years later, having developed the competencies in finance and the commercial side of marketing and operations, I became the managing director in 2011.
Marcus Steele says his experience at Harvard helped to prepare him for leadership.
What I took from there is not the functional competencies, it's not the marketing, the operations, it's the leadership competencies. How do you drive an organization to get the best out of its people? I've always said to the team here that I can outsource the functional technical competencies to anyone. What I cannot outsource is effective leadership, and how you get a group of employees, very good guys, who are operating at different levels. They do not necessarily operate at the same level, but to have the line of sight and to align themselves to the business strategy and to own it. So I believe in line of sight. So moving from strategy all the way down to the operational side, that every single employee understands how they impact the organizational business strategy. And that is something that is core to our business here at Careers, and to me personally as a professional as well. So they get buying into that. So we challenge their thought process behind, this is what we want, this is what we need to do to get there. How can you as an individual add value? What can you bring to the table? I just ask for one thing, I just ask for that one behavior that help to drive value. I don't need everything, but I will harness that. And one of the things that I have discovered as a leader is that as long as you can bring people to a common goal in terms of understanding how they themselves impact, then you will get the buy-in very quickly, and you see the results.
A local magazine, Business Suite, named Steele its #1 CEO in Jamaica and #3 in the Caribbean overall, and the excellent turnaround of Careers no doubt aided the magazine's judgment. So how did Steele and the team accomplish this, facing the twin challenges of illicit cigarette imports as well as health legislation regarding smoking tobacco-based products?
We have very good relationship with our consumers. We have an excellent relationship with the trade, as well as with our stakeholders. So whilst we went through that very, very, very difficult period, the resilience of our employees as well, because they believe in this company, they believe in the brand, and they believe that we have to consistently add value in spite of these challenges. So what we did, we were very prepared for this legislation. It's something that we expected, and we are constantly fighting against illicit trade. So by the time the legislation was introduced last year, the organization was ready for it. Okay, so we had the fundamentals in place, and I think that was important. So we had the brands, we believe the right distribution structure, and we built very strong relationships. So what we did through this period is to tap into those. Yes, we ensured, for example, that the legislation had some changes to it as it relates to the rights of consumers, adult consumers, to choose and to smoke. That was a very good win for the company, and we started to put a lot of educational programs in place to educate the consumers and the trade about this legislation, how it impacts them, and we know it's a change of behaviors, and we have had experiences like this around the world in British American tobacco, so it wasn't new to us.
Steele spearheads a very cost-efficient company.
Out of every $1 that I earn, this is net of taxes, how much goes to the bottom line? 56 cents. So over 55% of every $1 that we earn net of taxes, government taxes, because of course, you know, on the revenue side, we collect the excise and the CAF on behalf of the government. We convert 56 cents. I thought that operating margin is fantastic. If not the best, the best in the public listed company here, and no wonder why we won again the best performing company as well, because our efficiency is very good, and that's what we're about.
How does he motivate team members to perform at consistently high levels?
Here, I will have sessions, strategic sessions with our team members. So we'll set the broader objective. We don't tell them how, so we allow them to decide how. And we sit down for a day or so in a workshop, and we will lock the doors, and we will do all the hard discussions in there. So what is important is for their ideas to move from ideas into something that is accepted for the company and into action and results, and they like that. So they like to feel respected, and I think that is something that we continue to treasure at this company. And I think within the broader picture as well, we also believe in having fun. We have a lot of fun here at Careers, yes. So we have a lot of team sessions. No, not at all. And we believe in it, because we have to have a balance. We have what we call here our work-life balance. So we'll try to get engagement in terms of, having little sessions with the team, and allow the ideas to flow up as to what they would like to do. Each quarter, I will meet with the team. We have a little recreational area here where we'll just sit down and play dominoes and have some fun time, and that's core as well to our business, and we encourage all our departments to do the same.
Global trends and attitudes towards marijuana are changing rapidly. I asked Marcus Steele what's his board's attitude towards making money from byproducts of the plant once the legal hurdles are cleared.
So our operation here is highly influenced by the parent company's view on things. We're not there yet, because this is new to us. This is new. When I say new to us, I'm talking from the legal side, because we're talking about a product that is an illegal product. So we're not there yet. However, we're watching the developments carefully, and one thing I can assure you that if there's a business proposition in there that will add shareholders value, we will eventually, as long as it's a legal product, and as long as we are able to do that, we will. But we won't be caught if I may say, with our pants down.
Marcus Steele there, the highly motivated Managing Director of Carreras Jamaica Limited. Today's Achievers program concludes our two-part feature on this amazing young Jamaican. And what a way to cap 2014.